This wall is like a walk down memory lane.
Well, for me, it is.
There it is.
Ta-da!
And that is an original from the show, correct?
Correct.
I also notice over here all the bottles. Do people tend to just give these to you all the time?
Yes. And this, of course, is the original on the beach.
The whiskey bottle that started it all.
That's right.
For over 2,000 years I've been in that bottle. And then this hand released me.
It is hard to believe it has been 60 years since Barbara Eden first captivated audiences with that I Dream of Jeannie TV magic.
What's the actually correct technique to do it? What is the right way to do it?
You put one arm over the other.
Oh, right.
There it goes. And then you blink
And then you
nod your head. And your ponytail will wiggle. But you don't have a ponytail.
I don't have a ponytail. But...
Yes, sir.
All these years later, the beloved 94-year-old star remains just as gracious, humble, and radiant while inviting E.T. inside her Beverly Hills home to reflect on her iconic career.
Do you have a favorite episode? If you had to pick one Jeannie episode.
Episode of I Dream of Jeannie?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one, the pilot.
I will teach thee, master.
I loved seeing him on the beach, the first scene, you know, and trying to speak Parsi. That was difficult. And it was really cold.
No.
Freezing. And everyone had a jacket on except me. I had on a genie costume. So I remember being very, very cold. And I remember one of the drivers said, come on in the cab of the thing. And I did. And he said, here, have a hit. And showed me a whiskey bottle.
No, come on.
And I said, no, I can't do that. That's not a good thing.
Another behind-the-scenes secret? The pilot was filmed before the show was picked up, and then something completely unexpected happened, which could have cost Barbara her role.
Goodbye, Jeannie. Goodbye.
The day I was told that the pilot had sold, my doctor always told me I was pregnant. So I was thrilled to have a baby. I was just I'd been trying so hard for so long. So I called Sidney Sheldon and said, I have to talk to you. I have to talk to you right now. And he said, no, can't do it. He was at a friend's home for dinner. And I said, it's important. He said, well, come down. And he told me the address and wasn't too far. And I drove down and I said, Sidney, I'm pregnant and I can't do your show. I did, with a smile on my face. Wasn't that horrible? And he got over it, you know. And God bless him, he got to work on the scripts and convinced NBC that I was the only one who could play that part. And I'll be forever grateful.
Because I guess there was a minute there where he was like, what?
Yes, more than what. Oh, yeah.
It was a lot worse than what, huh?
Yeah.
How did you manage that first season?
That was the most wonderful, self-affirming thing I have ever done in my life. I was so happy to be pregnant and have a baby. And I was thrilled to be able to work at something I really liked a lot at the same time. And I'd sit off at the side of it in a set and I'd watch them, you know, going around. And I was thinking, I'm doing something really special. I'm building a baby. Now that's to a man that may be ridiculous, but I, you know, I loved it.
Oh, you did it!
You were always adamant that Jeannie was not a sex symbol, right?
Right. She was an entity. She was not human. And that's really what the whole show is about. This creature you know, who thought she was human, wasn't, and made his life miserable. But she was okay. She was all right. She wasn't seductive. She just loved him a lot. And she was kind and funny and tried really hard to do what she didn't know how to do. I kind of liked her.
Good morning, Master.
Good morning, Jeannie.
Did you have any idea how good the show was?
No, I loved it. I really enjoyed because of the camaraderie. But, you know, you really don't think about the effect in the future of what you're doing now.
Do you ever watch the reruns?
No,
What? Come on.
no.
You don't? Why not?
I don't know. I have, now you're going to find out. I have this thing about not watching myself on film. I don't do it. Part of it is acting. You should never be conscious of what you're doing, and I don't want to be self-conscious in front of the camera. But I just, for some reason, I know Larry used to go down all the time and see what we did the day before. He'd come back and report to me. He'd
Wow.
tell me, but I couldn't do that.
Help yourself with anything you like. I'm not on the menu.
What was the magic between you and Larry Hagman? Why did it work so well?
I would say it's because he's a really good actor. I mean, he was wonderful, spot on. But you never know exactly what. There is a spark actors get when they're working together and the truths that they evoke. And you never know when that's going to happen. It happened with Larry. We were on the same wavelength, always. We understood each other. We could talk, as he was the actor who was being in the Air Force. I was a genie. But we believed it, and we enjoyed it.
Did it give you a laugh when he turned into JR and he was America's most hated man?
No, it didn't. It should have, but it
Right.
didn't give me a laugh because I knew how capable he was and how he was just so talented, so talented. And I did some of the shows, you know.
I get carried away by my emotions. It's really my only weakness.
Jeannie really was such a great physical comedy role.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
was.
did you see yourself as a comedian before that?
I also did I Love Lucy. It was one of my first jobs. It was my third job, and she was so good to me.
And Mr. and Mrs. Ricky Ricardo.
How do you do?
I was trying to do everything right, and it's my third job, and I really need a fourth, you know, that kind of thing. And she wanted to put me under contract for comedy at the time, and that I get chills when I think about it. It was just thrilling. In fact, the whole cast was wonderful.
3 years later, in 1960, she was cast alongside another icon, Elvis Presley, in Flaming Star.
Both crazy.
You ought to let me kill him.
Tell me about working with Elvis.
It was great. He was just a good guy, a very talented one. The movie we did, it didn't make any money. Me hopping around the table. I look so silly. I really so silly. But back to your original question. He had his father on the set and a friend, and they all had guitars. And in between setups, which took a long time, you know, they'd sing. We talked a lot. He was very interested in the fact at the time I was married to Michael and Sarah, and Elvis was a huge fan of his. But we asked me, he said, how do you do it, married in this business and the pressures and stuff? And I said, it's our job. It's just our job, you know, that's it. He said, well, I met this girl, and he said, I don't know about bringing her into this, you know, world. And it was who he married, yeah.
Priscilla.
Priscilla. Yeah, I told the story to Priscilla too a couple of years ago.
As for Barbara's love life now, she has been happily married to her third husband, real estate developer John Eichholz, since 1991.
What's the secret?
He's a good guy. And I love him.
Yeah?
I think that's the whole thing.
What do you do to make it work? Is it weird for him to be like, hey, now, you know, you're married the girl, you know, the one we saw on TV?
He didn't know who I was.
No way, come on.
Way. Oh yeah, he'd never seen the show.
What's one piece of advice that you would give to young actresses in Hollywood now?
Well, I would say be true to yourself. Value yourself. But first of all, be trained. Be trained. Have a little experience before you want to burst on the, you know, you can't do it without training. I truly believe that.
What are you thankful for?
Oh, so much. I am thankful for so much. For having good friends, for having had a wonderful family. You know, you just don't expect to be remembered when you get older. It's just wonderful and unexpected.